Welcome to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com, your daily Bollywood news. Let's get into it.
Let's. And we are starting with the calendar equivalent of a demolition derby. The December 2026 box office is already shaping up to be an absolute battlefield. It really is.
We have Prabhas's highly anticipated film Fauji officially planting its flag in December. And right across the battlefield, who do we see? None other than Akshay Kumar with his next Anniversaries collaboration. Of course it's Akshay Kumar. It feels like if you book a release date, you're basically just booking a clash with Akshay Kumar at this point. It's not a question of if, but which Akshay Kumar film you'll be up against. It's true. And the big question everyone is asking is this the right move for Prabhas? After his last few films have had, well, let's call it a mixed reception at the box office, a clean run would seem ideal. But here he is, going head-to-head with one of the most bankable stars in the business. It's a bold strategy. On one hand, you could argue it shows immense confidence in your product. You're saying, we don't care who else is out there. Our film is the main event. That can create a lot of buzz. On the other hand, it splits the audience. It splits the screens. It forces families to choose. And that's a huge risk, especially during the holiday season when people have limited time and money for movies.
I think a lot depends on the genre. The Anis Bazmi-Akshay Kumar combo screams comedy, a big family entertainer for the holidays. What is Fauji? If it's a high-octane action film, maybe they're hoping to attract two completely different audiences. That's the best-case scenario for them, the coexist strategy. But we've seen how that can go. One film almost always cannibalizes the other's business. It's a high-stakes game of chicken, and I will be watching with a massive bowl of popcorn. Speaking of Akshay Kumar, he's not just clashing with other people, he's practically in a box office clash with himself at this point. Oh, absolutely. The man is trying to beat his own personal best. There's a report out that he needs over 420 crore more this year to make 2026 his highest-grossing year in India, surpassing his incredible 2019 run. 420 crore? That is not a small number. That's more than the entire lifetime collection of many super-hit films. Can he actually pull it off? What does he even have left this year? Well, he has the Anis Bazmi film we just mentioned, and presumably a couple more that he filmed in a long weekend somewhere. I'm only half joking. You're not. And his film Welcome to the Jungle is still in theaters, and after 20 days, it has just knocked down the collections of, wait for it, another Akshay Kumar film, Skyforce.
You can't make this up. He's his own competition. He sets a record, then releases another movie to try and break it. It's a one-man cinematic universe of box office records.
It's fascinating, though. It shows an incredible work ethic, but it also raises questions about oversaturation. Is there such a thing as too much Akshay Kumar in one year? The audience might answer that for him.
We shall see. For now, he's just out there, running his own race, occasionally bumping into Prabhas along the way.
From future clashes to franchise continuations, the cinematic universe that just keeps on giving, and then giving some more apparently. Bul Bul 4 is officially in development.
It is, and Roo Baba is coming back. Karthik Aaryan is set to reprise his role, with the script now being written and production aiming for 2027.
I have to be honest, my first reaction was, already? It feels like we just finished talking about Part 3. But then I remembered how much fun Part 2 was and how it completely revitalized the franchise and Karthik's career in many ways.
It was a massive, massive hit. It defied all expectations. So from a business perspective, making a fourth one is a no-brainer. The question is, can they capture that magic again? The law of diminishing returns is a very real thing in horror comedy.
It is. You risk becoming a parody of yourself. But Karthik as Rubaba was just so charming. He found a character that people genuinely loved. If they can come up with a genuinely clever, scary, and funny story, I'm all for it.
I am too. And speaking of franchises that are still going strong, The Mall 4 is having a fantastic run. In just 6 days, it's already become Ajay Devgan's 5th highest post-pandemic grosser.
That's amazing. It beat Bola and Day Day Pyar Day 2. The Dhamal series is critic-proof. People know exactly what they're getting. A bunch of hilarious actors in absurd situations, and they show up for it every single time.
It's cinematic comfort food. You don't go in expecting high art. You go in expecting to laugh until your sides hurt. And it clearly delivers on that promise.
But the franchise news that has me the most excited, and I mean jumping out of my seat excited, is Tumvad 2. And not just that it's happening, but who is joining the cast. Say it, Alia Bhatt. Alia Bhatt is entering the world of Tumvad. I mean, can you even process that? The first film is a masterpiece of atmospheric horror. It's legendary. It's one of the best horror films to ever come out of India, period. The idea of a sequel was always a little scary because how do you top perfection? But adding an actor of Alia's caliber, that is a statement.
It completely changes the game. She said it was incredibly special to be a part of this world, and you can just feel the artistic gravity of that project. This isn't just a sequel for the sake of it. This feels like a genuine expansion of that universe. December 2027 cannot come soon enough.
My expectations are now officially through the roof.
From the terrifying to the slightly more mundane, but still very relatable, Ranbir Kapoor is having a bit of an eye issue. The most relatable celebrity news of the week. He has contracted conjunctivitis, poor thing. Apparently, he got it from his daughter Raha. Every parent listening right now is nodding in grim understanding. That's how it works. The kids bring home the plague, and then the whole house goes down. It's a rite of passage. It really is. But the show must go on. He's set to attend the big Ramayana trailer launch in Delhi, and the solution is perfect. He's just going to wear black glasses. It's the ultimate movie star move. Can't see my eyes? It's not a medical issue, it's a fashion statement. He's going to look impossibly cool. He'll probably start a trend. Everyone in Delhi will be wearing sunglasses indoors tomorrow. But it's just such a funny, humanizing story. In the middle of this epic, mythological film launch is just a dad with pink eye. It's wonderful. And it's a far cry from some of the other stories making the rounds, including a little trip down memory lane to a less friendly time. Oh yes, a flashback to 18 years ago, to Katrina Kaif's birthday party, and the infamous fight between Salman Khan and Shah Rukh Khan. It's wild to even think about that now, isn't it? For years, that was the story. The industry was divided, people took sides. It was this huge, dramatic moment. And now you see them together in Tiger and Pathan, promoting each other's films, doing these incredible cameos. They're hugging at parties. It's like a completely different world. It's actually a really lovely reminder that friendships can be repaired.
It really is.
That moment when they hugged at Baba Siddiqui's iftar party in 2013 was iconic. It felt like a collective sigh of relief across the entire industry. And look at them now. It's a testament to their maturity. And a happy birthday to Katrina Kaif, the catalyst for one of the biggest patch-ups in Bollywood history. What a legacy. She's probably like, can we not bring that up on my birthday every single year? Can we talk about my handbag collection instead? Which, by the way, there's a whole article about. And her homes. She's doing just fine. She is. From past drama to some present-day industry intrigue, Paresh Rawal has made some pretty strong claims about the film OMG 2.
This one caught my eye. He's saying that the original idea was his, and that Akshay Kumar basically took the script and didn't give him credit for it.
That's a heavy accusation, and it's complicated because ideas are nebulous things in a creative industry. Who thought of what first, who developed it? It can get very messy. It really can. Paresh Rawal was so iconic in the first OMG, he was that film. So to hear that he feels sidelined for the sequel is quite sad. We don't know the whole story, of course, but it highlights a recurring issue in the industry about credit and intellectual property. Absolutely. It's not about taking sides, but about acknowledging that these conversations are important. Who gets the story by credit? Who is considered the originator of an idea? It's a debate that needs to happen more openly. He also had to apologize for some angry tweets he sent to a critic about another film review, saying his blood pressure shot up. He's clearly a very passionate man who feels things very deeply. You can say that again. And from creative ownership to creative freedom, we have another fascinating industry story brewing around Mirzapur. Yes, the movie adaptation is in the works, and the director, Gurmit Singh, has come out and said they are specifically aiming for an adults-only certificate, which, if you've seen the show, is the least surprising news of all time. Can you imagine a family-friendly version of Mirzapur? Absolutely not. Colleen Vaya teaching kids about carpet manufacturing? No. But what's interesting is that the director explicitly credited the success of films like Animal and Thurundadar for paving the way. That's the key takeaway. The massive box office success of these films has shown producers that there is a huge paying audience for intense, adult-oriented content. It has emboldened filmmakers to not compromise on their vision for the sake of a wider, all-ages certification. It's a major shift. For years, the A certificate was seen as a commercial death sentence. It limited your audience, it limited your satellite and television rights. Now it seems to be becoming a badge of honor for a certain kind of gritty, authentic filmmaking. But that new freedom on the big screen might be happening just as the small screen is about to get more restrictive. Oh, this is the big one.
The central government is reportedly considering making CBFC, or Censor Board certification, mandatory for all direct-to-OTT releases. This is a potential earthquake for the streaming industry in India. The whole appeal of streaming platforms for creators was the freedom from censorship. It allowed for more nuanced, complex, and adult storytelling that would never pass the theatrical censor board.
Exactly. This move seems to be triggered by the controversy around Diljit Dosanjh's film, Settlage. And if it goes through, it could fundamentally change the kind of content that gets made for streaming platforms. Will shows like Mirzapur or Sacred Games even be possible under a mandatory certification system?
It's a huge question. You risk sanitizing one of the most vibrant and creative spaces in Indian entertainment right now. The argument is about regulation and standards, but the fear is that it will lead to creative suppression.
It's a classic debate, freedom versus regulation. And it seems like the pendulum is swinging back towards regulation. We'll have to watch this one very, very closely. It affects literally everyone who makes and watches content in this country.
Moving from the systemic to the deeply personal, Sohail Khan has come forward with a very brave and powerful revelation.
This was a very difficult read. He shared that he was sexually harassed as a child, and he said he kept it within him for years.
The amount of courage it takes to speak that truth on a public platform is immeasurable, especially for men who are often conditioned by society to remain silent about these kinds of experiences. Absolutely. It's a heartbreaking and incredibly important story. When someone with his platform speaks up, it creates space for others. It chips away at the stigma and the silence that surrounds child abuse.
It does. Our thoughts are just with him. There's no commentary to add, really, other than to acknowledge his bravery and the importance of his voice in this conversation. It's a powerful reminder that these experiences can happen to anyone, and that speaking about them is an act of profound strength. On a different note of using one's platform, actor Atul Kulkarni has been very vocal in his support for Sonam Wangchuk. He announced he would be observing a one-day hunger strike to show solidarity and to urge the government to begin a dialogue. He shared a very poignant message, saying, "It's important for pain to have a relationship with pain." It's a very direct and personal form of protest. And of course, as soon as one celebrity does something like this, the immediate reaction from the public is, well, where are the others? Inevitably, the comments were flooded with people asking about his former co-star, Amir Khan, given their connection through Rang De Vasanti. It's a complicated aspect of modern celebrity. We expect them to be activists, to have a stance on every issue. Veer Das posted about this, calling the idea of being apolitical the most bizarre argument he's ever heard.
And he has a point. In today's world, silence is often interpreted as a political choice in itself. But at the same time, we can't police how people choose to use their voice or their platform. It's a personal decision. What's important is that Atul Kulkarni felt compelled to act, and he did. It's a conversation that isn't going away anytime soon. And from present-day reflections to a look back, Hrithik Roshan has been celebrating the 15th anniversary of Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. 15 years! Can you believe it? That film feels timeless. He shared how playing the character of Arjun was deeply transformative for him personally, helping him overcome a personal struggle. I completely believe that. That film felt transformative for everyone who watched it. It was this beautiful exploration of friendship, facing your fears, and learning to live in the moment. It's one of those movies that genuinely stays with you. It really does. It's a modern classic, and I love that the actors felt its impact just as much as the audience did. All right, let's round things out with some quick hits. A few more interesting stories from around the industry. First up, Priyanka Chopra has dropped another little tidbit about her film with S.S. Rajamouli, Varanasi. And it's a good one. She revealed that she has done a lot of slow-motion jumps in the film.
That is the most Rajamouli sentence I have ever heard. Of course there are slow-motion jumps. It wouldn't be a Rajamouli film without them. I am now picturing Priyanka, in slow motion, leaping over something epic with her hair flying majestically.
It's going to be glorious. I cannot wait. Also in casting news, or rather, dream casting news, director Ram Komal Mukherjee has said he wants Deepika Padukone to play a young Hema Malini in her biopic.
Oh, that's perfect casting. I can see that so clearly. Deepika has that grace, that poise, that classic star quality. She could absolutely pull that off.
I agree. Make it happen, universe. And while we're on the subject of powerhouse actresses, Alia Bhatt's film Alpha is still in theaters, but it's apparently struggling to cross that 100 crore mark worldwide after about 2 weeks.
That's a little surprising. It seems like a tough market out there right now unless you're a massive event film. Even with a star like Alia, it's not a guaranteed blockbuster. It seems not. It's doing decent business, but maybe not hitting the heights people expected. A good reminder that the box office is, and always will be, unpredictable. Very true. And how about this little nugget from Saif Ali Khan? He said he was initially refused Ajay Devgan's role of Langa Taki in Omkara.
What? That's one of the most iconic roles of his career. Why was he refused?
Get this. The reason he was given was, "You are too handsome."
Oh, the struggles of the genetically blessed. It's the best problem to have. Sorry, your face is too symmetrical for this gritty role. He obviously proved them wrong. His performance was chilling and absolutely brilliant. It really was. It's a great piece of trivia. And a couple more quick ones. Sarah Ali Khan is the new brand ambassador for Kalyan Jewelers, joining the likes of Amitabh Bachchan and Katrina Kaif. A big get for her. She's a great fit for a brand like that. And Wamika Gabi had a dream-come-true moment when she met her idol, Majori Dixit. She even recreated the iconic Duck Duck step with her. Her post about it was so sweet and emotional. I love stories like that. It's so lovely to see actors fangirling over their own heroes. It reminds you that they're fans just like us. Exactly. A great way to end the week, on a note of pure, unadulterated joy. Absolutely. It's been a week of big clashes, franchise announcements, and some really powerful personal stories. Never a dull moment in Bollywood. Headlines to heartbeats talk. You've been listening to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com. Come back tomorrow. Namaste.